A name is so much more than just a means of identification. The name provides us with much more information about who or what is attached to the name. For example, the name iPad tells us we're referring to a computer tablet device which can be used to read books, educate, watch movies, surf the net, play games, but the name can also bring up much more within us. Hearing the name iPad may also bring up feelings within. Do we like or dislike them? Has it helped us achieve things? Maybe we've shared special moments with another using an iPad. The name helps define not only generically what the thing is, but also the name helps define what this thing means to us. In the same way a person's name identifies who that person is, it also helps define who that person is to us. When a person's name is said, it can bring about memories of all sorts of other information and feelings about that person. Hearing a name, we may recall a detailed background of that person from our own experiences with regard to that person. We may recall what they look like, their likes and dislikes, what they stand for and what's important to them, who they know, where they live, what car they drive, where they work, plus a multitude of other information about that person. Anything we have experienced with regard to that person may be recalled when we hear their name or see their name written. For example, hearing or seeing the name Abraham Lincoln may bring about the memory of the 16th President of the United States of America. His name may also bring about memories of learning about his involvement in preserving the Union, abolishing slavery, strengthening the national government, and modernizing the economy. Behind those actions are a set of values that President Lincoln believed and stood for. These values are what drove his actions. His actions defined him as a person to the outside world, i.e. to each of us. Even today, what we learn about Abraham Lincoln's actions determine our individual beliefs as to who he was. For each of us, the name of Abraham Lincoln defines who he is. Take another example, the movie actor Tom Cruise. When you hear or see his name, what do you think about this person? Who do you think he is? What does he stand for? You may never have met him, yet even so, most people will have some sort of opinion as to who this person is. So regardless of never having met Tom Cruise, his name brings about a representation of this person. His name defines who he is. The same is true of you and me. We may not have the public status of famous people, thus mentioning our name to complete strangers may not invoke an understanding of us to that person. But what if our name is said to someone we know or have met? For example, a member of our family or a friend. When your name is mentioned to one of your friends or family, they immediately know who you are, your character traits, your likes or dislikes, images of what you look like, the activities you like to do, amongst many other things that are you. Now reverse the situation. Think of a name of a person you know. When you think of their name, do you not think about other things about that person? Do you not think about what that person means to you? Are they your close friend? Do you trust them? If you need their help, would they be there for you? Again, their name is something that is a key reference for who they are. A person's name has become a key representation of their identity. Your name defines who you are. It's a couple of words that define your entire being. This is why a name is so important. When someone refers to us by our name, it is an acknowledgement by the other person that they know who we are. It is an acknowledgement that we have value and we have an important place in the world. A name is something we truly own. Names don't get old and die. They can't be taken from us. They are wholly ours. In most cases, the first thing our parents do for us when we are born is give us a name to separate us from others, thus make us unique. When someone uses your name when referring to you, it is also an acknowledgement that that person cares enough to know that you're an important person. It is a symbolic gesture that you are significant enough to them to be remembered. Someone remembering our name generally will cause us to feel a great deal of satisfaction inside. Our names are important because when someone uses it, it is an acknowledgement that we exist. In dealing with other people, remembering names is a key step to creating rapport with other people. Think about the people you are close to. Why do you connect with these people? What makes them your close friend? Most likely, you will have similar interests and beliefs. A key factor will also be that they like you too. They like who you are. We won't get into who liked who first, it's a chicken and egg thing. The point is, when you met, you felt a connection and you expressed feelings that you liked each other. One key way that we express that we like someone is to call them by their name. Someone that remembers your name is immediately more likable than a person that doesn't know who you are. A person that remembers your name is acknowledging that you are important to them, that they care about you. Subsequently, if someone expresses that they like us, there is a higher probability that we will like them back. Someone who remembers the names of other people has an overwhelming advantage over someone who doesn't remember names. The person that remembers another person's name has a higher probability of the other person liking them back. People are more willing to do things for other people that they like than that they don't like. Think of a time where a close friend needed help. In most cases, there wouldn't be any question in your mind. You just help them. What if a complete stranger asked you for the same help? Most likely, you'd think about it more carefully before helping and giving up your valuable time. Take another example. Imagine a close friend who you trust unwaveringly came and told you something completely absurd. Something that, whilst it could be true, seems really out there. Your close friend, who you have total trust in, swears it to be true. Think about your reaction to what that trusted friend told you. Now think about being told exactly the same thing by a total stranger. A stranger tells you something that, whilst it could be true, seems completely out there. Who would you believe? The facts remain the same, but because you have a connection with your friend, you are more likely to believe what they say over a total stranger. Moving forward, it could be preferenced that the following techniques could be construed to be highly manipulative. The framework underlying what is being taught here is that we are operating from the basis that what we are doing is mutually beneficial for all parties involved. In our friendship or dealing with other people, we have a lot of good or helpful things we can offer. What we are talking about here is to make sure those things can come across. Imagine you are dealing with a person and what you have on offer could help them greatly. Yet because they don't know you or trust you yet, they pass on an opportunity to make their life easier. A beneficial opportunity for both people is missed. It's this situation we want to avoid. How can we help other people if they don't trust or like us? Remembering a person's name is a key step to building a relationship where a person likes and trusts you. It is this relationship that either makes your life easier or harder. If a person doesn't trust you, then it is more difficult to convince them that what you have on offer is of value to them. Remembering a person's name shows that you are their friend, that you care about them, and you are important to them. As such, they are more likely to respect what you have to say as helpful to them. After all, friends, true friends, help each other. This is wired into our being. How you deal with people's names can have a profound effect on their impressions of you. Think about how you felt when someone got your name wrong or made fun of your name. Conversely, what about when someone you admired addressed you by your name? How special did the fact that they used your name make you feel? Remembering people's names makes it easier to make friends, build strong, fruitful business relationships, and get other people to trust that what you are saying is helpful to them. As a result, your whole life becomes so much easier. When you are out and about, look closely at those people whose lives just seem to be easy. Look closely at how they relate to others. You may notice a common theme in that other people seem to like this person. Then look more closely at how this person relates to those around them. How do they communicate? What do they say? More often than not, these people whose lives seem so easy show a lot of respect for others. If you really pay attention, you'll notice that they use other people's names a lot. Remembering another person's name is a vitally important component of interacting with other people. It shows that you recognize the importance of that person. When others recognize that you think they are important, it's easier for you to quickly build relationships, succeed more in business, and have a happier life.